My name is Robert Larson, and I'm 86 years old, and I started when I was a little kid. So I've been sculpting for quite a while. This may sound really strange, but I'm seeking God. I'll find a battered piece of stone covered over in dirt. It has too many different colored minerals or cracks in it. And so when I'm carving into a piece of stone, I'm trying to reveal the beauty that lies underneath all of that. Dust and dirt and crumbliness. It was an odd shaped piece of stone, but I found this piece that didn't look like too much. It was very, very dirty on one side. It took quite a while to scrub it off. And then I started looking at it, and I saw certain points that I thought I might enhance. And as I worked, someone looked at it and said, looks like a starfish. So I said, well, a biologist wouldn't recognize it as a starfish, but if it looks that way to you, that's fine for me. Well, I'm always really excited about the one I'm working on, and I think that's the best. All of them are a little bit like my children. When I sell a piece, I wonder about it, and I like to visit it. To me, if it's in a museum, a university collection, or a library, that's great. I can go see it. But I love them all. Yes, you can find what I do at shoalsanctuary.com, and that includes a virtual visit to the Shoal Sanctuary Nature Preserve and Sculpture Trails, of which my wife and I have been working on for the last 30 years. Well, the medium is very hard. It's slow-moving stone, but when I start out, that's the hardest. It's exciting. It's the very beginning when you spend most of your time in the idea stage, and it's very creative, but I don't want to make a mark until I have a pretty good idea of where I might be going, and then I'll draw it in pencil, and then I'll go to crayon, which is more permanent, then I'll sleep on it, and then I'll start carving. Well, there are several that I admire here. If you go to the exhibit that's on right now, Larry Bottomley has a whole school of fish. He really knows fish, and that's got quite a presence. Enzo Torcoletti has really cornered the market on the torso, and he keeps coming up with new ways of working the torso. I love Frank Murphy, his spirit, the spiritual nature of his work, and of course everybody knows that masterpiece by Kreger, which sits in front of the municipal building. There are several sculptors that take part in this festival that I really admire. I think maybe it's the way I try to wait for the stone to speak to me, because a block of marble doesn't really say too much. But when I have an odd piece of stone and start carving on it, and then as I polish it, the colors start coming out. That's always a wonderful experience.